Yeah,
And what would you
absolutely.
say to people that are starting now and who would also want to go in that direction and use their voice, use their business, and use their degrees in a good way
Mm.
to becoming social entrepreneurs?
With any business, I truly believe just find either a problem you're really passionate about or a solution you're really passionate about. Because other than that, you're not going to want to stick with it. You're going to get burnt out. You're going to have a
Yeah.
lot of people, you're always going to have people saying no to you in your face. And I
Yeah.
say this also from my perspective as a Latina and a woman in the United States. There were so many times where, like, who do you think you are to think that you can run a company, and like all of that forced. And I never felt like I had internal imposter syndrome. I felt it was forced upon me, and it
Huh, that's a
never
good
made
point.
sense to me. I'm like, I'm actually really capable. I know how to do this. I made it this far,
Yeah.
and I do it in 3 languages. So don't come at me, kind of like
Yeah.
so I encourage people to really step into their strengths, focus on the problem or solution you're passionate about, and make sure it's just genuinely and authentically aligned. And it doesn't have to be big. You don't need to solve world hunger, but if you want to solve hunger in your little town, that's great. How do you do that? And then you start bringing in, cross sector partners like government and nonprofits, because
Mhm.
even though it is a for profit company, I think there's a lot to say to partnering with nonprofits. Our partners are nonprofits, the ones that are doing this grow from home and these different organizations, because they have capacity that we don't. We just want to support them because it's aligned to our mission and our values. And being as authentic in that possible, and not falling into the you need to scale and get angel investment and VC funding and all of these things, which is great. If that's the case because you need to create your biomedical thing, amazing. But also align with people who are aligned in that, because I also tell people, be mindful of where you get venture funding from. Look
Mhm.
at places like Patagonia has their own venture fund. They're an incredible company that's very social
Mhm.
entrepreneurial. Last I checked was like $130 billion worth of revenue. And they have
Yeah.
that money, they're funneling it down to support social enterprises and nonprofits that are focusing on environmental impact.
Yeah.
Look, the people are out there. Do your research and don't kind of settle. It's like dating.